Hello, my lovely leaves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Leaves, you have the destroyer and the trigger, the animal, the vision, and the unseen. And I just feel like y'all got pissed and you were just like, enough. Whew, I got like shivers right then. I just feel like this sense of like, there's something that I want to do. There's something that I need. There's someone that I want to be. You know, I just feel like this, like if whatever loyalty you had to something in the past is breaking, because it feels like your loyalty to something else is preventing you from really exiting. It's like that shell, that exterior shell that was just like keeping you encapsulated, and you just gotta like break through it because that's what you really want. And the unseen is, you know, dreams, aberrations, you know, things of that nature, otherworldly things. And you know, honestly, I feel like maybe some of my leaves are having just like really vivid dreams. And you know, I don't remember who said it though, but somebody said something about the idea of, you know, like if your dreams are really, really vivid and you can remember them in the morning, you know, because sometimes we have dreams and it's just kind of like, I remember dreaming, but I don't really remember what it was. And then other times we have dreams and we're just like, what in the world was that? But there's some sort of message there. And I feel like you're deciphering some sort of message that you just feel like that you're getting from the universe, you know, like I think of like, you know, like you get in your car and you turn on and it's like the same song that always makes you think of this person. Or, you know, you're driving down the street and you see something and it's like something that makes you think of this person, or something that motivates you, something that you really want to do, something that inspires you, you know what I mean? And you just keep getting these signs and you're like, oh, I really want to do that. Oh, I really want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the universe is saying to me, like, I need to do this now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what that feels like. It could play out however for you as an individual, but it feels like you have to quit one thing to do another, you know? Like if it is one of those things where you're like, there's this career path that you want to just jump and you want to, you know, like take this leap of faith and go in this new direction. But in order to do that, you have to quit this one because you can't do both of them at the same time, or you know what I mean? It's like, however it plays out for you. Maybe you're working in a company and your partner doesn't want to, you know, take on a new thing, and you're like, well, the only way that I'm going to be able to pursue this is if I stop, like I have to start a new business. You know what I mean? Like however it plays out for you. The Tower and the World. Again, I just feel like whatever this is that triggers you and just makes you make this decision, because that felt very light. And I feel like on the one hand, it has felt very light, but something happens that just triggers you in a way that you're like, the only way I'm going to get to that really light feeling is if I break out of whatever it is that's keeping me from that feeling, bringing that cycle to an end. This is a contract card, so maybe it is that you guys are just starting a new job or starting a new business, and that's been in your reads for a while. So I mean, I just feel like you're taking making this decision to commit yourself to something that I think is really going to, you know, elevate you. The Empress to me always comes out as kind of guarded in this deck. I mean, obviously, you know, she's got the staff across her legs are crossed. She's got a, you know, fan over her face. So maybe this is something that you're doing, but I feel like there's this idea of like breaking something and then almost like putting a barrier up. Maybe you're blocking somebody and you're like, I don't know, you don't want them to see what projects you're working on, or you don't want them to see like where you're at, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just feels like this, like a breaking and then like a barrier that's put up of like, you're no longer allowed to go past this line. And this line became very, very clear and very, very firm. Okay, leaps. My air signs. King of Wands. Well, you have King of Wands and King of Pentacles. It really does feel like you're making a very, like, solid decision to do something, you know? Let's see what else I got here for y'all. Fortune Fairy. Oh, that's exciting. Fortune Fairy, Nine of Pentacles, and King of Wands. Yes, again, I just feel like you're making this decision. You're breaking away from something, but it's like as soon as you do that, I think that you're stepping into what it is that you are really seeking, like the sense of satisfaction that you were, I think, missing out on, to the point that it triggered you enough to say, okay, this is preventing me from having a satisfactory life. Maybe for some of my leads, it's just an idea of like substance abuse or addiction, you know, and you're just kind of like if I don't stop doing this, then I'm holding myself back. You know what I mean? And just like making this decision to like I can't do this anymore. Like dump those bottles, you know what I mean? Like empty that shit out and just throw it all in the trash and like clean everything out, because you're ready to just really, you know, like if I'm ever going to be the person that I want to be and not be the person that I sat around making fun of for all those years, you know what I mean? And then I look back and I'm like, oh shit, like, well, that's because that's where all of your attention was going. You know what I mean? Like if you're just focusing on negativity, then you're just feeding yourself negativity. So it's only natural that you're going to get caught in that loop, you know? And I feel like whatever it is that you like triggers you to just make this move. That feels like a pretty bold move, but I think it's one that like is a good solid move for you. Leaves. I'm very happy for that. Okay. Gales read is going to be a normal length. Gems was hella long, but whatever. Strength. Well, I do think it's something that you didn't really have the strength to do before. I think that that's why it feels like this sudden, like that I gotta jump, you know, like I can stand here all day and I'm never going to be able to talk myself into this. I just have to rip the Band-Aid and go. That's what that feels like. Again, that like dumping all the bottles out, throwing it in the trash, and just like, I have to, like, this is not a weaning me off situation. This is a cold turkey fucking situation here. You know what I mean? And it is something that I think you've just really been wanting to do, just haven't felt like you've had the strength to do it. And that's why it's almost like that rip the Band-Aid off. Here comes that strength. Bam. Leaps. Love y'all so much. Okay. The Eternal Child, the Orphan, and the Kiss. Well, yes, because again, I just get this feeling of like, there's a, like, you want to go for something, but you're afraid that if you go for it, it won't work. And it's like, you can't keep existing in this fear of what if it doesn't work? And you need to start existing in an energy that says, what if it does? Right? Because, I mean, the kiss is the idea of a relationship. So maybe there's a relationship that's motivating this. I don't know. Maybe the relationship won't even play into it for you. But I just feel like there's this idea of like, if I don't do this, like, I'm not going to know, because it has been in your reads for a while, you know, Libras love love. And it's like, I'm not going to even know what it means to like have a relationship, because I'm so busy drowning my sorrows or, you know, like overshadowing everything that I really want to do with everybody else's bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, you keep doing it because you know, like you just have this fear that, well, as long as I'm tolerating everybody's bullshit, then they're tolerating me. It's an exchange. It's an energetic exchange and a negative energy. So you want to take that energetic exchange and you want to turn it into a positive energy and positively align yourself with things that will allow for you to experience sincere relationships. And I love that, Leaps. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does resonate. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.